Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Roast, a Saturday edition. Uh, Normally, I'd be, relaxing and probably in bed snoozing, but especially today, it's really finally after all these days of sweating my butt off, it's actually a little cooler. Oh, and it felt so good to be in that bed. But we got something special today. Finally, I get Mr. Jason to join us.
Hey, Chris.
Let's see. Oh, we got Mr. 80s mate already hopping in and joining us. Hail, hail, sir. Glad to see you could catch us live. Or no, I guess I should be saying, was it money, or something like that. A little in joke there from his one stream. And gosh, that daggone intro. Every time I see somebody new watching it, they're always so confused by like, what am I looking at? Because it's so full of in jokes and everything. And sometimes I know Red made it with love, but sometimes I wonder if he didn't make it to embarrass me.
The music is awesome.
Yeah, he always has it. He always makes some good kick-ass music.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I don't know where Mr. Sim is. I've seen he liked one of my tweets on Twitter, but he's not in here for some reason. So he's probably busy getting his Tim Horton coffee. Yeah, my friend, Manny. That was funny. He says late morning shows are better. Yeah, that's true. I do have, I think, one on Tuesday. I can't remember which Tuesday, but it'll be at 1 p.m. So you might be able to catch that one, 80s. Oh, yeah, good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just BSing for a little bit, Jason, before we jump into the campaign. I'm letting people come in a little bit.
No worries.
Oh, Pale Rider Series says he could explain. No, you're not explaining anything because you like to make up stuff. You and Mo Biggs, you're all troublemakers. But Mr. Jason, since you're new to the channel, why don't you let people know a little bit about yourself?
So, my name's Jason Michalski, and I am a comic book writer. My latest comic book is Northern Blood, which is co-created by a gentleman named Antonio Rojo, who is the artist. We've been working together as a duo, making comics for almost 10 years now. And this is our second completed work that we are digging on. And our first work was a book that's published by Panini Comics España in Europe called Gandhi, the Beast Within, or Gandhi, La Bestia Interior, which is the Spanish translation of the title. We can talk about that a little later. But yeah, so I've been, by day I'm a teacher, and where that's where most of my time is taken up. And that's why it's so hard to connect with you over the last 7 months, I think. But that's basically what I do. Is I'm a teacher that teaches IT certification classes and also writing comic books by night. So that's essentially what I do.
Yeah, you've been quite the busy man. Quite the busy man. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Agemate says Mo is a saint. He's something, all right. I'll leave it at that. I have been in an eternal feud with Mo Biggs. And he's trying to convert me to crack pack. And I say crack is whack.
You'll have to
Which
explain
earned me their ire. And he goes around spreading lies about me, Jason.
Is this like a frenemy feud, or is this legit?
No, I don't hate Mo. You can't hate Mo. I mean, but I can be disappointed.
I have friends like that. I have friends that I hate.
All right, let me see. We got a few folks hopping in. Unfortunately, we don't have Sim hopping in. I'm gonna blame Sim. And Soul must be busy. He must be out doing stuff in the real world. Dang him for having a life. Let's see. Let me bring up the campaign. Oh, wait. Hold up. We got Aaron here. He says, hey, guys. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron.
Hope your morning's going well. Always love seeing you. Mo Biggs is a true speaker. Stop the lies, Chris. Yeah, no. You're sticking up for him because you're just as bad as he is. They're always spreading shenanigans, Jason. Always. Just embrace the crack. No, drugs are bad.
Drugs are very bad.
Straight edge. They try to fool you, Jason. They try to say, like, oh, huh?
Is straight edge still a thing? Like, I have no idea anymore. But
I don't know.
It's like a big thing a long time ago. But
I don't know. Johnny Cage still says it, so I roll with it. They try to fool you, Jason. They try to say, well, your crack doesn't have to be actual crack. It could just be anything that you're really into. That's what they claim.
Right.
I think that's just a trick.
Right.
Just to get you into the crack.
Yeah, until it's in a pipe or laced in your cigarette.
Uh-huh. They're not fooling me any. Metal Movies and Brewski says he's so amped for Northern Blood.
Awesome. Thank you.
Well, how can you not be amped for it? All right, let me go ahead now.
It's pretty cool, if I'm allowed to say so.
Boom. Northern Blood. And this is criminally underfunded.
Yeah,
only 1,800.
I think. I mean, let me start saying that if I could, I would obviously shake every person's hand that backed this campaign, because everybody's backing is a blessing to me, right? Because we couldn't do this without everybody. But at the same time, like, I wasn't able to probably promote this as well as I could due to just scheduling and stuff. So if it's one lesson learned from this campaign, is that I have to promote a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, you got really caught up in life happens.
Yeah.
Marketing is important. You can have a great book, but if nobody knows about it,
right? If they don't see it, that's what it is. But
it's certainly a kick-ass looking book.
Yeah. Antonio has done such an amazing job on it, and the reception we've had from everybody's been wonderful. When people see it, they love it. So everybody that's been involved and everybody that has supported us from the beginning, even if it's just simply retweeting or liking a tweet or anything like that, has been wonderful, and I really appreciate every bit of it. But yeah, it's been an awesome ride. I've met a lot of cool people. I've made a lot of new friends during this campaign, so it's been worth it. Completely worth it.
Oh, shoot. One more thing, everybody, before I get really into the campaign here, I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but it just, for some reason, when we started to stream it, right out of my head. Mike Jimmy and Marv have launched their books today. I think they've got it. They should still have the stream going live right now. Their little launch stream. Mike Jimmy has Radiant Sight. Yeah, I think, is it on Kickstarter? I think it's on Kickstarter, and Marv has the Sin Killer. He's over there on Indiegogo. So yeah, go check that out. Thought I'd give him a nice little shout out there, because we love our Mike Jimmy. All right, now back to Northern Blood. I'm going to go ahead. I'll play the trailer.
Sure. Yeah, it's a short one. Yeah.
So always gives me hell because I don't play the trailer. I wait until halfway through the stream. All right. Nice, nice, quick and easy there. Hold up,
Yeah,
hold up. There you go.
yeah. I made the video myself, so I kept it simple only because my video editing, well, just my overall video editing skills are not probably where they should be, but I just like keeping it short and let the pages speak for itself when people see them. So,
Well, that's how it should be. Nice, quick, and simple and easy.
yeah, yeah,
I know for me personally, I don't want to sit there and watch a 10-minute long trailer as they go over the book. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I just it's the same thing for like movie trailers for me. I don't like. I just need a few seconds to see what it's about, and then I'll just wait for the movie. If those few seconds catch my interest, then I'll just wait. I'll hold out to watch the movie.
that's how they say it is, ain't it? Like that people make their decisions on stuff like real quick, like
Yeah,
within a little bit of time.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes just if the trailer goes on too long, it's a little spoilerish or exhausting, depending on the trailer. Because sometimes you can get a good trailer and a bad movie, or a bad trailer and a good movie. So like, I try not to put too much stock in the trailer.
Look at that. That is cool looking.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
So that is our cover. So there's a kind of an interesting story behind the cover. When I originally wrote the script for Northern Blood, it wasn't really with any intentions to actually have Antonio draw it. I was working from home in 2020, like probably a lot of people, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, between watching movies and playing video games, I thought, oh, you know what? Let me see if I can kind of mash up all these elements that I typically like in those things. And so I wrote the script and just wanted to see what Antonio thought because we've been collaborating for such a long time. So I sent it to him, and a couple of weeks later, he just wrote back, "I want to draw this," and I was like, "Okay," because like, so and then I said, "Oh, that's cool," and then he just started, showing me some sketches, and then he sent me the cover in black and white, and I was like, "Oh, this is awesome!" This was like April of maybe the beginning of 2021, I think. And I was like, oh, wow, this is incredible. And then he sent me the colored version with the logo. And the colored version is colored by a gentleman named DC Alonso, who is friends with Antonio. They've been friends for quite a long time. He's been a comic book colorist for a long time now, and he's worked for pretty much every, I think, comic book company out there now. Like he's just everywhere. Yeah, he's also on a ton of crowdfunding campaign books as well. Like he's just all over the
The
place.
name sounded familiar, like I've
Yeah,
heard it somewhere.
yeah. You've definitely either seen him on some recent comics, maybe from Aftershock and especially Aftershock. I think he's done a bunch of books um, with Aftershock, and I think he's got an upcoming Marvel gig, from what I understand. And but yeah, he's also on a ton of crowdfunders, so you've probably seen his name somewhere, especially on social media somewhere. And he colored it, and I was like, holy shit, this is actually becoming like a real thing now. We have this cover, we have this concept, and we have a rough outline of a script, and then we had to just wait for Antonio's schedule to clear up because he was working on another book at the time. So he told me that once he's done drawing that, he's going to jump right into this. And once he started, then I said, okay, then let's do the campaign to get some buzz and just to at least recoup the production costs of the book. And that's when we started the middle of last year, and the campaign I think started around was at the beginning of November. And as the pages come in, we've been updating them on the campaign site. We've made a commitment to update everybody every week, which has been a lot because I don't necessarily have the most entertaining information every week in the updates, but I just want to make sure that everybody knows this book is coming and we're dedicated to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's good, because you want to see where your money's going, especially when you take this leap of faith on something that's not finished yet.
Yeah.
And you only have a promise of a stranger. And so, I just committed to that, and every week is some kind of update, just letting everybody know that we're still on it. Because I've had, I've backed campaigns in the past where the book is scheduled to come out like a year in advance, and you never hear from the creators, and you're not really sure what's going on, and you kind of forget about it. And then you see the creators moving on to other stuff, and you're like, "Hey, what happened here? Like, what?" What was it?
Yeah.
And so it's a little, it can be, it's a little frustrating because you've invested your money, and people should do good by you when they put their faith in you. So
Yeah, unfortunately, I got books I've been waiting years on now that are like late in years. It's like, come on.
yeah, I mean, like I get it. Like there's the fine print that this isn't necessarily guaranteed, but at the same time, it's your credibility on the line.
Mm-hmm.
And you should at least be transparent. That's
But
all I'm for, is transparency.
I do really like this cover. I like older covers from like the 70s stuff where it was like the hero fighting the villain on the cover and there'd be like some word balloons and stuff like that. But I like it when it's like gives you a taste of what's inside and get you really wanting to open that book. And this does that for me.
Cool.
So it tells you everything you need to know about what's going to be going on in this book.
yeah, and I agree. I'm the same way with you. I like those covers from the 70s and 60s, 70s, and 80s that told the story on the cover. I really enjoyed those. And that's like we're Antonio and I, we're all on the same page with that. And maybe because we're planning to do more like Northern Blood books, like a prequel, and we're also kicking around the sequel. So, hopefully we'll get to do something like that because I really enjoy those types of covers, where you're getting just like its own little, scene or story on the cover that makes you want to open it and, buy it. So,
a prequel.
Yeah. And so
with not undead, with still alive Vikings.
So yeah, sort of. So it's going to be as we get a little further into this story, you'll see that there's a main Viking and who's leading his undead horde. We're going to tell his story, how he got to that point. Like how did he became the cursed protector of this, treasure. And, it's only going to be like a one shot, like, 24 to 30 page comic book. It's not going to be a entire graphic novel. It's just going to be, set in the past, more sword and sorcery, Conan-ish kind of story that we really like. So we're kind of aiming at like a 70s feel for it, where it's going to be a one and done, like Frank Frazetta kind of cover kind of deal, like that kind of inspiration, Barry Windsor Smith's Conan kind of stuff. And
I recognize this.
Yeah. So this variant cover is this is our variant cover for the book, clearly inspired by Thor 337, which is the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. This is something Antonio just did on his own. He just drew it and he sent it to me and he said, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's incredible. Of course, it's awesome. So let's use it." Because we love Thor obviously, and we love Walter Simonson, so it made sense. And it's a fun cover, I think.
Not gonna hop in on that, Sim?
No. I love Walt Simonson and Ragnarok, that's for sure.
Walt Simonson, Thor, you're not gonna jump in and say something?
No, actually, it reminds me more of Ragnarok than Thor, to be quite honest.
Yeah,
so if you see the Ragnarok thing, it's like an undead Thor, kind of like.
Oh yeah, that
gives you more of that vibe, yeah.
When I was back, I did as much bag and boarding as I could. I ran out of bags, but while I was doing that, I found my couple issues of Ragnarok, my floppies.
Great series.
Yeah, I don't I have to get it. I don't have it, and I think the second trade paperback is out of print, or one of them is out of print right now.
Check, because I think the hardcover are out of print, but not the soft covers.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Check just to make sure.
Yeah, I'll check today. So Sim, how's it going? How's it going, man? I know we met last year when this first started.
Mm-hmm. And I'm doing great. I've just been very busy looking for an apartment and stuff like that lately, and That's why I'm a bit late and I won't be able to stay for too long. But I wanted to be here.
Cool. Cool. It's good
Hey,
seeing you.
Disappointing.
I have to go sign the new lease today, dude. So come on, give me a break. after that, my entire like apartment hunting is done. So now I'll back to streaming and doing what I do best. You know.
What you got against Jason, Sam? First, Michael Odin, now Jason. What is it?
I have nothing against Jason. I was here last time and I was here now. God damn it.
Yeah, he made this connection, right? So he's the first person to tell me about your channel. So he got this rolling last year.
Yep. And I'm happy to have him on. And I'm the one that remembered the name yesterday.
No, I had it
I'm
right.
like, Norton Blood? Goes, no. Then he comes back. Yeah, Norton Blood.
No, I had it right. I was just second guessing myself. That's all.
No, you had Norton right. You didn't say Blood.
Norton. It could be like a honeymooner spinoff.
See what Pale Rider's saying here. He says, "How about the time the overnight supervisor? What? Try on the red place in the Dairy Court? See, this is what I'm talking about, Jason. He comes in here and he spreads lies, these fake stories that he comes up with in his head. I was not trying any of that.
That's funny.
So, how long is that one? Is this campaign has been up? That's a new book, right?
Yeah, so it's been up since November, and we're 5 pages left until it's completed, and we go to print. So we're on our targeted schedule, right? So we've always stated that it's gonna go to print in July. So we're on target. Antonio's finishing up those last 5 pages as we speak, and so it'll start shipping out. Hopefully with not too much of a delay from the printers in late August, early September, so everybody will get it as promised.
Let me check the chat.
Hopefully you won't have any printing delays.
Yeah,
he said it was morbidly underfunded, and he said, "I got your 6 on Northern Blood too."
Thank you. Yeah, it is morbidly underfunded. But yeah, I've had some stuff printed, like some of the sketchbook reward and some couple of others, and so far no delays. So yeah, I'm hoping when it comes to when we go to game time, it'll be won't be any problems.
Usually the problem comes when you're shipping from like China or something, like one of those,
Yeah. So I'm keeping it different within the U.S. So I found a couple of printers and that outside of who I normally used in the past. So I think we'll be okay.
His maid says it looks great. We got Skip with us.
So Skip.
Skip. When does the song and dance start, Sugar? I came for singing.
Me and Gargo yesterday, like Gargo said, you have a beautiful singing voice, Chris. You heard the Pocahontas song yesterday?
Who?
Gargo, El Gargo. And we came up to a decision that the Red Dress Diary should probably be a musical.
Don't talk to him. Sing some Minnie Riperton? Who's that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We have Aaron that joined in. We have Beacon in the chat as well. Metal Movie and Brewski. I don't know if you said hi to him yet.
Yeah, I've said hi to Metal Movies and Brewski. Check out. You missed the end there, Pale Rider. Check out Northern Blood. He put the link. Thank you.
And just to mention,
no soul yet though.
Everybody who backs the physical reward, everybody gets a print and a hollow foil trading card. So like if you scroll through the updates, you'll see the actual print rewards. But everybody gets one of those now because that was our first 2 stretch goals. And if you go through the updates, like you can see, this is where we're constantly updating our progress.
updates here.
Yeah, it's every week, so there's a lot. And like I said, it's I maybe I should have just kept it every couple of weeks, but I told everybody that I would do it every week, and so I stuck to that. So,
Well, it can't hurt.
yeah,
You know?
and so you see a lot of in progress pages, a lot of like just updates on where the rewards are at as far as shipping goes, and all that stuff. Like, yeah,
Oh, he's got an MP40.
yeah.
Did that. Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Let me see.
Who's the artist again?
Antonio Rojo.
Let me see. Mel Moves Bruce says Ragnarok's his favorite mainstream book.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Pale Rider's putting the link to your Twitter.
Oh, thank you.
Aaron says, please remember to hit the like and subscribe to help out Chris's channel and make sure you get to watch all his videos when they come out. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you.
And don't miss a song.
Please do. So that way more people that like and subscribe means more eyes on these books that we go over. Pale Rider's putting a link to the Natverse.
With the best rear interior. Yes, it has a beautiful interior back cover by Pale Rider.
Mr. Beacon. Hello.
Yeah, which he just told me that he finished coloring the swimsuit special for the CG Vacation, so that's good. That was good. Not showing it though. You're gonna have to wait for Phil to share it.
Yeah, I need to get Phil on. I need to set that up. Maybe I'll do that later today. Tell Soul I took up his slack today, that lazy. Yep. Yeah, you did. He must be out living his life or something. I don't know. Musical Readiness Diaries, that's genius. No, it's not. It's a terrible idea. Because Readiness Diaries is never happening. Gosh dang it, Pale Rider. Don't be putting those links out of that.
It starts. Should I wear the red dress?
Oh, Lordy. All right. So.
Oh, we also have Marinus that joined in, by the way.
Did we even do the? We didn't do the elevator pitch, did we?
No. No,
gosh, we've been sitting here gabbing. We didn't even get to tell people what it was.
Yeah. No, hey, the art sells it, right? So
right. Lordy.
Yeah. So basically, Northern Blood is about a Nazis ransacking a Viking tomb, and those undead Viking warriors that are cursed to protect that tomb rise from the dead to get the treasure back. So the way the story unfolds is we open on an American soldier and his unit they're lost within the woods of Kristiansands, Norway, and they come across a Nazi patrol that happens to be in the same area as them. And firefight breaks out. The Americans are chased by the Nazis, and as they're being chased, they stumble across this underground barrow or tomb, and they fall in. And just like any other action adventure role playing game, they find themselves in a dungeon that has treasure. And as the Nazis chase them into the dungeon or the tomb, they discover the treasure, and then that when they begin looting the treasure or about to loot the treasure, the warriors that are there to protect that treasure wake up, and they start chopping Nazis up. And then while that's happening, the American soldier, Frank, who's kind of the sort of the focus of the story, he's kind of the humanity of the story between the undead Viking warriors and the Nazis. He's caught in the middle of this. So as the undead Vikings start storming the Nazi bunker that Frank is being held captive in, where the treasure is also being stored, the Vikings are this kind of force of nature. that are just coming through and massacring everybody in front of them to get, to reclaim their stolen treasure. And at the same time, the Nazis are trying to escape, and then Frank is trying to get away with some other prisoners at the same time, and they all find themselves in a situation where they have to team up to get away from these Vikings, because they don't really care who's in front of them. They just need to get back what's theirs. So we have a couple of plot lines running through. We have the Nazis trying to take this treasure back to Berlin to please Hitler. We have the American soldier Frank trying to escape. And then we have the main Viking zombie, Ivar, who's trying to reclaim his treasure. So those are the kind of the three streams they're going, and then it kind of culminates in a big battle at the end.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I could see this even in other things. Could you? Oh man, imagine that as like an animation or something.
Yeah,
gory and everything. Just
yeah, and a lot of, yeah, definitely. And a lot of the inspiration for this came from everywhere else, whether it was like Skyrim or Wolfenstein. The recent movie Overlord, was a inspiration. I was watching that on the couch. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's like these zombified undead Nazi super soldiers, typical like Nazi experiment stuff, and an American soldier that gets caught up in the middle of it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I was playing Skyrim again for the 800th hour that I put into that game. So I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can throw all this shit together and see what comes out in the blender. So yeah, so I could see that as an animation or even a video game, and everything else. Pretty cool.
Let's see, what's everybody saying in the chat? Oh, we got Mr. Marinus. He says, hail. Hail. Let's see. We got Sim's Twitter link.
Well, thank you.
All right there. Everybody saying hail to each other. Good stuff saying smack that like butt. Jingle his balls. Bell. Thank you. Thank you. Skip says for a French Canadian, Sim's all right.
Well, thank you. I like to say that I'm one of the coolest ones.
Did somebody say dungeon? Don't get too excited there, Marinus. Calm down.
Why the double G, Marinus? So, I don't know. It's made it sound like dungeon. Get it?
I don't know. Maybe Marinus has some sort of weird fetish.
Okay, quick question. Did we back this campaign?
Huh?
I'm trying to check if I back. Huh?
I haven't backed it yet. A lot of times I try to wait till I can get to hear what the creator has to say about them and stuff. Sometimes before I back things.
So the image under the variant cover, if you just go to that one, so that is the big guy in the middle is Ivar. He's the leader of this Viking horde. This is the back cover and also an interior page. So we had this as one of the interior pages, and DC colored it. And I was like, oh shit, we got to use this as the back cover, because it's pretty awesome. And
yeah,
so that's the big guy that is coming back to life to reclaim his treasure. He's also going to be the subject of the prequel comic. So we're going to see where he is, how he got in this situation to begin with. And that's going to be very much a 70s kind of Conan-ish romp.
He definitely eats his Wheaties.
Yeah, he's
good boy.
We're gonna get a lot of like witches getting hacked in half and stuff
corn
like that.
fed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
he's definitely he's packing on the carbs.
now, how are we gonna get an explanation for how he got so massive?
I gotta figure that out, because Antonio likes drawing big, like Hulk like guys. So he just made this massive dude. Now I'm like, okay, so is he always going to be this big? Like, I got to figure that part out. Like, does he get bigger like when he gets cursed? I don't know, but yeah. So, and because he like the bear claw on his chest, he's as big as a bear. So I don't know how big that bear is going to be, but it's going to be.
What's like so big.
Okay, let's be honest. They're all 5 feet. The skeleton, so he's not that big.
That's a good explanation.
He just leads a raiding party of like midgets.
Yeah, there were short Vikings around him. Like that's just the shortest one. The biggest one are in the back. Like as you can see, there's some that are taller.
Yes, that's.
Well, you could say he ate the bear, so he gained the size.
Yeah. So
these are all children.
It's gonna the children of the corn.
Metal Movie Brewski saying he is a Draugr berserker.
Yeah. Draugr berserker. Yep, that's a good explanation. So like that. So it's like we set up. When you read the book, you'll see we kind of set up some of his backstory and then just explain it, because the pace of the book is as soon as the first page starts, the action starts, and it doesn't really let up throughout the whole book. There are some quiet moments just so you can get to know the characters and their motivations, but for the most part, this is 80 pages, pretty much all action. So we didn't want to spend too much time with people just standing on top and bog it down with exposition. But we likely touch on his story, and then we plan on fleshing out that story in that one-shot standalone comic at some point.
And what's up, and welcome, Coleman. Check out this book, Your Type of Shit.
Even gives you a nice preview here.
Yeah. We go through like the first full of pages with some placeholder dialogue, and then as you can see, the action just starts, and it's very much a World War II book. And it's pretty cool. Like, we wanted to stay with black and white because we love working in that medium. Right? We love black and white comics, so we wanted to stick with it for this one.
I used to have growing up. I had Sergeant Rock, and I had The Unknown Soldier.
Yeah.
Oh man, I loved those books.
Yeah, and I grew up in the 80s, right? So in the 80s, war movies and war TV shows were pretty common, right? With like that kind of carryover from Vietnam. So you had like the Chuck Norris action movies, you had the Tour of Duty TV show, you had some of the older John Wayne movies where they were the World War II or Vietnam. And growing up, that's all my dad would watch, because my dad was a veteran, and so that was always on TV. And back then you only had like 4 channels or 5 channels, and you just watched what was ever on TV. And we only had one TV in the house, so I would just watch what he watched, and they didn't. My parents didn't really monitor what I watched on TV, so like any kid back then. So a lot of the stuff kind of sticks with me, like I like war stories. I like war comic books, whether it's, any era, whether it's World War II or Vietnam or the Civil War, whatever it is. I like war comics. I like war stories, and I like bringing in other elements and mixing them up with that genre. So that's kind of what I tried to do here. This is just like a big mishmash of stuff that I liked growing up.
Okay. Chris. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to ask first. Jason.
Yes.
Do we get a backing during the show?
Let me check.
Because right now I
got
got good stuff saying no, he's refusing, Coleman.
I haven't refused anything yet. I haven't done the refresh.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure, because they're claiming that there's a backing.
You're so impatient, Jason.
Let me check right now.
They want to skip over everything and get straight to torturing me. They just.
I think it all comes out of love, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something.
So
cool, man. Hail.
Because that's what the thing. Like, Coleman's like, did I miss singing performance? And good stuff's like, nope. Yeah, he's refusing, Coleman.
Here's the lyrics the girls just want. Oh god.
He goes riot.
Let's see. I'm checking now. So the last backing I got was like early this morning. That's what I can see.
Yeah, don't count.
Yesterday.
You
But I think
okay?
there's isn't there a little delay with Indiegogo? I don't know.
Doesn't count. Let's see.
I tried, guys, but there was no backing, so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about it.
You guys know how this works. You don't get to listen to the siren song without, giving a little backing up here.
One, a siren is a female. A male is called a merman. Just saying.
Did you just assume sugar gender?
No, but I did assume the breed.
Bigot. Look at all that. Look at all
A
that.
lot of fortune in there. That's a lot of booty.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the treasure room that Frank, the American, stumbles on, and the Nazis right behind them, and then the fun starts. So this is our typical like dungeon treasure room that gets looted. Right?
Is that the mask from the movie The Mask?
It might be. So it might be. Antonio puts in Easter eggs that he doesn't tell me about, and I don't know. Like if I miss it or I don't know what the reference is, he won't tell me. So
yeah, that's definitely the mask from The Mask.
Yeah, it looks
is
like
that what
the
it
mask.
is? Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I know there's like one item there from our previous book. There's actually a couple of Easter eggs from our last comic book here for the people that read that one. But yeah, and then as the treasure doors open, the Nazis find out, and then our Viking zombies wake up, and they're not too happy.
Oh, it looks like he was chained up.
Yeah. They're just like chained to the wall, I guess, to maybe stand up. It helps them stand up. It helps the skeleton like. Because like I originally wanted, like you see in sometimes in those tombs, like the where the body is laid is cut into the wall, and then the body's in the wall, like stacked up. I don't know what it's called, but like you see them in Skyrim. Like when you go into one of those like dungeons or tombs, the Draugrs are like laying down in the cuts in the wall, and that's what like I envisioned. But I think having them, Antonio just goes for the better visual dynamic. So he'll just like take it and say, all right, this looks a little bit better than the guy just falling out of bed. So like he probably wanted something a little more exciting.
Well, if y'all wouldn't make me do things I don't want to do, but I gotta live up to it. I gotta do what I said I would. Ooh.
And then this is our first victim. He gets lopped in half, and this is kind of where we get a sense of how brutal these guys are. There's a lot of heads getting cut off, a lot of guys getting chopped in half.
Now, is there any way? Now we know that obviously the Vikings are cursed to protect this treasure. Can other people become cursed to protect it as well?
No. So the idea we have is that the curse is specific to this group because of what Ivar had done in the past. So he kind of goes back on. He makes a deal with a witch, and he goes back on that deal, and then she curses him in her final breaths as he cuts her in half. and so so it's just the curse is
Lovely.
just to him. So he's kind of like, stuck with this for their eternity.
Oh, come on, Ivar. Everybody knows you don't mess with witches. It's pretty much everybody knows that now.
Yeah,
Don't listen.
yeah. So, and then here he just, this guy makes his way through a couple of them before,
even exploded his head. Does that stop them? Does that effectively shut them down? A blow to the head?
No, they really have to be burned. Like the blow to the head will slow him down, but he would get back up eventually.
Hang on.
And then they basically have to be burned. And then his buddy pays for that by taking an axe to the head. And this is one of my favorite pages, especially that last image when you think the axe is about to come down on this guy, on Frank. And then this is where the first few pages, the continuity of the pages stop after that scene, and then here we just get some other pages out of order because I don't want to spoil too much of the story.
Yeah.
And give you, so this is just another page, full page in the book this is as the Draugrs start rising from the ground and making their way towards the Nazi bunker where the treasure is being housed. There's amassing going forward, and these are some of the pages showing that. And this is Ivar showing up and on his boat in the fords, and he rolls up and he blows his horn, and then they start rising out of the ground.
Oh man, Mountain himself.
Yeah. So here is kind of where we use exposition to kind of give you a glimpse into his backstory and kind of understand where he's coming from, and how he was, cursed to protect his treasure and why he's doing what he's doing. And then that explanation will be fleshed out in this prequel comic in the future.
Okay.
And then that's us. Antonio is eternally 5 years old. And so Antonio is actually maybe the same size as Ivar in life. Like he's
a big boy.
Yeah, he's like 7 feet tall. He's like when you see us together, because I'm only like 5'7", and when I'm standing next to him, it looks like you could stack two of me on top. Like that's how. Like, it's so funny. Like when you see it, it's pretty funny. But yeah, he's about the same size as Ivar in real life. He's a big guy. So he's got like pirate blood in him. So like when you see him, he looks like he could be a pirate or a Viking. But
on a raid,
like velvet glove and body ground. It's so weird.
What? No. That is. I feel like Ivar would sink a ship if he got in that boat.
Yeah. The boat is maybe what's the word, reinforced by maybe some kind of Nordic magic. I don't know. But yeah, he probably weighs more than that boat, I would guess.
The Metal Moose Break says those big hulking Vikings are fun to draw.
Yeah.
Oh dear, we got Lola. She's calling me Cubby again. Lola goes on streams and gets people thinking I'm gay, and like, gosh dang it, Lola. Oh, everybody likes making my life difficult.
Did she ever do that Furby suit thing?
I don't think so. I ain't seen it. I think everybody's giving me hell, but look at her. She's over there not doing a furry suit, nothing. Reneging on her stuff. Get after a Pale Rider.
Lola just said, nobody thinks you're gay.
I was on a stream and she was saying all this stuff to another woman, and she was like, "Oh, well, it's okay if he's gay. You know, it's all right." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, no!" And she just kept going, and I was like, "Oh, Lola, God, you're killing me."
Okay, I'm gonna have to go. It's 12. I have to get ready and be over there for I want to sign the lease. So sorry if I have to step out. But
No,
keep up the great work, Jason.
Thank you. Congratulations on your new place, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And see you all later in the chat. And later, Chris.
Later, Sam. Furry sugar. The first stream is cooming garbage.
That's a whole new market for you, man. Furries, that could be a whole new audience that you could tap into.
Yeah, there you go, Lola. You tap into a new market.
The internet is a vast place.
Hope you get the dope spot soon. Yeah, I think he said he's got one now. He does have an apartment all lined up and should be good to go. So I'm glad to hear it. He needs to find himself a new place. Let's see. But yes, everybody, please check this out because look at this. Ain't this awesome looking?
Yeah,
looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the pages just get better. Like I said, this is you can see some of the glimpses of other stuff in the update, but we're trying to really, or if you could follow Antonio on Instagram, you'd see a lot more. But I'm trying to keep this as spoiler free as possible, but I can promise you that the pages just keep getting better and better as we get into the book, and it's pretty awesome. Like I said, we are 5 pages away from completing the book and then going to print in July, like we've been promising since the beginning of this campaign. It's a promise that we have kept to, and everybody should start getting their book mid-September, October. Once printing comes back and we start shipping them out.
Yeah, and it's nice that you got like a Spanish edition there too for folks.
Yes, we do that because Antonio is in Spain, so we have a lot of friends and family there that want to read it, and so they always ask, "Is there going to be a Spanish edition?" So we're going to accommodate that, and then DC as well lives in Spain, so we want to make sure that everybody there can read the book. We have a lot of people that, because of like international shipping costs, they want to avoid paying that, which I understand because it's too much money. So, on top, like on the piggybacking this campaign, the money we make from this will also print copies for those people that are going to buy the book from us as well. They just, we're just going to consolidate the shipping costs of, send them to Antonio and then he can deliver them to his friends at conventions and stuff. So, we're trying to work around that. Because it's the shipping costs from the U.S. Even if we use something like, pirate ship for shipping, it's still astronomical, and
Really?
you're paying more for shipping costs than you are the actual book, and that's not. And that's if they don't get hit with customs or whatever crazy stuff that happens. May happen. So it's really unfair. So we're trying to figure out workarounds for that. But we're trying to accommodate everybody. There's a PDF version for people that like to just read on a device. And also, if the PDF is only $6, the book is $12. And we try to keep it, affordable, because that was the most important thing is like, a lot of people in the beginning, were like, you don't know how to budget, because that's too low of a price for the book. But we're not really concerned about the money. We just want to make enough money to cover the production costs and shipping, obviously. But we just want people, this is an introduction to this new world that we're creating. So we want to keep it affordable. And, things are expensive these days. And, I want people to I want this book to get out to as many people as possible. And one way of doing that is keeping the price point low and reasonable, because shipping as well is expensive. So, $12 for an 80-page comic book, I think is a pretty good deal. And $6 for the PDF. And you also, for the physical copies, you get a print and the hollow foil trading card as well. So, it's been working out pretty well so far. With everybody has been interested.
Yeah, I mean, 80 pages, only $12. That's hell of a deal.
Yeah. That was the intention from the beginning is, just make it affordable because people work hard for their money, and for them to take a chance on you when they don't know who you are, and you don't have any type of brand recognition or anything like that. People can be hesitant about parting with their money, so we're just trying to accommodate all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then hopefully they'll keep coming back.
You Pale Rider, no. Yes, look, Pale Rider's look. Yeah, it's true. Lola has to wear a used sweaty fur. Yeah, someone else is getting it now. Someone else is getting Pale Rider's mischief. Hey, we got Mike Jimmy. Hey, Mike. Like I said earlier, Mike Jimmy and Marv launched. How you say Radiant Sight? Is that how you say it, Mr. Mike? Yeah, Radiant Sight and Sin Killer, respectively.
Radiant Sight. Mr. Mike. Yeah, Radiant Sight and Sin Killer, respectively.
Hey, that's a big echo there, Jason.
Mr. Mike. Yeah, Radiant Sight and Sin Killer, respectively. Hey, that's a big echo there, Jason.
Is it?
Mr. Mike. Yeah, Radiant Sight and Sin Killer, respectively.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like replaying what I'm saying real loud.
It's weird. It's like replaying what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Real loud.
Yeah,
I think it's away. Yeah.
Did it stop?
Weird. It's like replaying what
No,
I'm
it's still going.
saying. Real loud. Yeah, it's away. Yeah.
Wow.
Did it stop? It's like replaying. No, it's still going.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. Did it stop? It's like
I don't know how to fix that.
no, it's still going. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
What is going on? It's like replaying what I'm saying from before. Hold on. I gotta mute you, Jason. That is. Hold on. Yeah, because it's. What is it? Is it?
Mute you, Jason. That is.
No, it's coming out of Jason's end. What is going on? Am I watching YouTube in the background, Chris? No. No. I'm not watching the stream or nothing. The only thing YouTube I have up is.
That was my fault. I just realized I opened the YouTube link by accident.
Oh.
Yeah, I just saw it. And I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then I saw that. I don't know how that happened. Oh, you know what it was? I clicked on your link in the Indiegogo in the tweet, and it must have had the tab open, and then it probably started.
Oh. That's all good.
Sorry about that.
It happens. Let's see. Yeah, Mike Jimmy said he launched a Radiant Sight and Sin Killer at the same time earlier. Yeah. Yes, I said earlier that you all were streaming. So everybody go check that one out. Apparently, Pale Rider's been putting a broken link in the chat this whole time. So you want backers for singing, Pale Rider, and then you don't even put a good link. What are you doing? Mike Jimmy got the hookup though, so go check it out, everybody. Lola said she's looking for new projects to back. That's why she's in Cubby's. I want to hear that. Yeah, of course you do. Of course you want everything. Oh, we got Allie. Good morning. She said, "What's going on here?" Well, you just experienced a bunch of echo. Good time to come in, Allie. Good time to come in. Finatra's weights says, Allie, do you lift weights? Let's see. Mike Jimmy's putting the links to Radiant Sight and Sin Killer. And let's see. Mute the other YouTube window, headphones, or turn off YouTube volume. And he's, aha, it was Jason.
Yeah, it was me. It was me. Sorry about that.
Let's see. He says he copied the link from my description. What? Well, I copied it right off the Indiegogo. I don't know. So it's not about Northern Blood because we'll hear the sweet sultry sounds of Chris. Yeah, I never refreshed. Let me check. I'll be back in it after the stream.
Oh, thank
so
you.
That way it don't count. Let me refresh. Oh, nothing. See, you guys don't want to hear the singing that bad, apparently. I don't know. Come on, 80 pages for only $12. How can you miss out on that? It's undead Viking people killing Nazis. That's cool. It's cool shit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mike Jimmy says it works in the description, but not if you copy paste it directly. You have to open it in a new tab and copy that link. Well, that's weird.
No.
I wonder why it does that.
Yeah,
Allie wants to know, Jason, do you have long hair?
it's like sort of. I just have it pushed back. It's like, see, it's like that. It's not really longish. It's like, yeah. I have to get it cut. I got it cut when the last time I got a haircut was when this campaign started. When I started my new job. I haven't gotten it cut since.
When was the last time I got mine cut?
Yeah,
Before COVID?
Yeah, like I so my mom was she is a hairstylist. So when I was a kid, I never went to a barbershop. I never had the discipline of like going to a barbershop regularly, like most people, I guess. And so my mom would cut my hair as a kid. And then when I was like 18 or 19, when I moved out on my own, I just never had the habit of going to a barbershop. So I only get my hair cut like twice a year. And so I just, yeah, I don't know. I know people like go every 2 weeks or something. Like I just can't do that.
Oh gosh, yeah, no thank you. I know people like that. Like you barely can even. There's like no difference in their hair, but they're like, oh, I gotta get trimmed up.
Yeah. My barber, like, I can tell I see him like twice a year. He's only up the street from me, but I can tell he's like not annoyed, but because it's costing. Because he charges me more money based on how much hair I have. Like he has to cut. And
really?
So, yeah. He like his thing is like, like typically a men's haircut here in Brooklyn is about $25, right? For like your regular everyday haircut, I guess. He'll charge me like 40 because he's trying to make up for the times I don't come. You know what I mean? So like I don't save much. Like, and his reasons are like, well, it's a lot of hair. I'm like, come on, man. But I trust, like I like him, but I don't, I trust
shenanigans to me.
Yeah, it is shenanigans, totally. It's like, but I don't know where else to like. It's just right up the block. He's a nice guy, and so I just go instead of trying to find.
I mean, the way I guess you're helping out a small business and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
Helping out a nice fella.
Yeah, like I'll take my kids there. When they get their hair cut. So, I always try to support small businesses.
Yeah, I haven't got mine cut since before COVID, so it's getting pretty long. It's down to down past my shoulder blades and stuff. Yeah.
So so metal movies and brewskis, where the haircut's $50.
Haircut at $50. Gosh dang it. It's a good thing I haven't been going to get my haircut.
It sounds like New York City prices, like 50, like fucking ridiculous prices.
That's yeah, Jeezoo. What are you like rich manning it up.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Oh, he says men should go to barber shops for men. It seriously does a lot for their self-esteem. We got Apex Comics. Hello, hello. Gosh, is there even still? There was a barber shop there in town. Is it still there though? I don't think it is. I don't think we still have it. Mike Jimmy says my haircut is a brush and a hairband to keep it together like a real man. Yeah, I bought some little hair bands there the other day, so I could try to keep it out of my face when I go to the gym and stuff.
Yeah, I have to use my hair is it gets curly, so I have to put in a ton of hair gel to keep it down. Otherwise, it gets curly and it's a pain in the ass.
There's Mike Jimmy himself.
Yeah, I figured you looked so lonely without Sim. Yeah, come and hang out.
Yeah, Mike, I do need to get you on sometime and promote your book now.
Yeah, well,
I remember I'd seen your message there in the DM room. I need to have you and Marv come on. I just got to set up a time there.
I mean, it's a lot easier for me. For Marv, not so much because he usually works until 5 at the factory. But yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to get him on, and I'm pretty much available when I am.
It's good that he's got a factory job though. Those are good paying jobs.
No, he hasn't been paid in 2 months. The factory's dying. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He is literally on the verge of losing his job right now. And he was like, "Yeah, I want to get the comics printed during the campaign." And I was like, "No, dude, you're losing your job here. Are you insane? Every single thing you have saved right now has to go there."
Yeah, holy cow! He needs to hold on to his money for right now until he can find himself something,
Exactly.
something to keep himself going. Oh my gosh, 2 months without pay and he's still working there. Has he been putting in jobs other places?
Yeah, he has, but it's just got bad having a job, getting a job. I really hope he finds something else or.
That's terrible. That's horrible. Yeah, I hope he can find something quick.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, ew.
I mean, I want him to start working on a graphic novel that I had scripted out already, but I don't have the money to pay him right now. And yeah, I really hope this takes off for him, and that he gets at least a decent comic deal going. Because yeah, if he loses his job, he's gonna have a lot of time to work on comics, and he's good. So yeah, it sucks.
Let's see. Well, Bruce said there are thousands of barbershops out there. My wife just cuts my hair. That's how my dad was. He just had mom take care of it. Let's see. Allie says, do the beard and stuff. Barbershops are great. Men walk out of there feeling so good. And honestly, men need more positivity in their lives, especially right now. Then she says, I have no wrenches. Well, usually all I need is soul. But he's not here today. Well, I guess if anybody wants to be a wrench, I can wrench him. Let's see.
Wrench everybody except for Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny don't get no wrench. Let's see. So Mike is on the stream and he got backers. So no, that's not how this works. That's a lie. Get out of here.
No, we didn't get it live. We may though. I mean, Pale Rider. Either you back the Sin Killer or the Radiant Sight, and we can still get there. Or, of course, because the reason we're all here, this guy.
Hey, Mike, can you send me the link to your campaign?
One more, and it'll be 80 backers.
That is this Radiant Sight, and that is the Sin Killer.
Oh, cool. Thank you. And these are both yours?
I'm publishing both, but I drew neither.
Oh.
My own series is La Foncora, but that is on a little low right now because I'm having the colorist recolor of issue 1 and 2 for the first volume, and I'm working on 6, so I'm just fulfilling 5, and then we're gonna see what happens next. But the Radiant site is by a new creative team, and then the Sin Killer I publish as well, but that is completely by Marv. And this is issue 1. He literally just went live together with me on the Radiant site, and I'm so proud of him because he's nearly funded already.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Yeah, these look great.
Oh. He should stop working for free. Boss needs to owe him back pay.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
But apparently some of his colleagues actually didn't get anything for 4 months already. So, yeah, he's not in a good place right now. He's in Portugal, by the way. I don't know the laws there. I don't know how that,
I don't know how that works.
There.
That's
like,
crazy.
yeah, like I really want to help him out where I can, and he does amazing artwork. So maybe hit him up for a commission, or check him out on the campaign. And yeah, if you got a comic job, he can do it. He's good, and he's affordable.
Says he needs to donate to the sperm bank. They pay all right.
I mean, you can always offer it to him.
I mean, I guess that's a suggestion, Powrider. Let's see. Ali says, men who are well groomed, not in a feminine way, but in a sharp dressed man way, are super attractive. Yeah, I'd like to be like that, but around here they look at you kind of weird and then they ask you like, oh, whose wedding you going to, or something like that if you're sharp dressed.
Well, Chris, I'm really sorry to say it, but I just got another backer.
Well,
that was me.
Well, that
doesn't count. Say it don't count. That was Jason.
Yes, it does.
He's on the panel.
No. Pull it up. There we go. 9 backers, 89 euros.
I don't feel like that counts.
That
seems sus. That feels like cheating to me.
So I just met Mike, so I think it counts. If I knew him before,
exactly.
What? Some barbershops serve pints out here too. That's kind of cool.
Where's that?
A barbershop with beer.
Where's that?
I think he said Los Angeles.
Wow.
Back up here. Yeah, Los Angeles.
Yeah, let me go and take care of that too.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's kind of neat.
That is.
I got stand for this, Johnny Hate. Then you better sit down. You're getting it.
So, Chris?
No.
You better start singing.
Why? What's this? What are you sharing? Am I supposed to share that, Mike?
Yes.
Okay. What is that?
Start singing.
Gosh dang it, Mike. What am I singing?
So,
what am I singing, Mike?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Hey, Mike, I backed Mario's campaign as well.
There we go.
Yeah, he's it's one hell of a. It's dark, it's gritty compared to pretty colors and fancy dress romance.
It looks cool. Yeah, no, it looks great. I like
it's
that.
really cool. I love what he did in the first one, and what I've seen of this one so far. Wow, he really one-upped himself.
Apex wants to know what's the artist's name you're talking about. Are you talking about Marv?
Marvy?
The one that we're talking about who's struggling with his work? That would be Marvy. He's got the Sin Killer.
Wait, let me throw his Twitter into the YouTubes.
Yeah, put his socials in there.
There we go, and let me share. There we go.
Goes this one I have button. Okay, there's Johnny. Fuck did I do?
What haven't you?
Well, You're not getting a wrench, Johnny. That's all you're doing. Chris has been talking shit, Johnny. I'm always talking shit about Johnny.
There we go. El Gargoyle has it down. Number 85 for Northern Blood. Where's my song?
Yeah,
That's right. That's the spirit.
Yep, the backer count went up. So, Chris, you owe us a song.
This is why I love going on these streams. Because we fuck around with this guy so much and he still keeps coming back.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
You know we love you, Chris.
Where's the lyrics for this song?
Now he's actually looking for lyrics. Oh my god. Might want to lower the sound a little. I can hear it.
Well, I gotta remember it. Gosh dang it.
Wake up.
And that's for this guy here. What's wrong with you? Oh, I'm a bad singer, Allie. They won't let me not sing, though. If I don't sing, then they complain.
Hold on. Hold
In
on.
the chat, yeah. I shouldn't ask what this guy was wrong with you. I know. 'Cause you're not getting, I know you're not getting one even if you weren't asking.
Hey, Mike, can
Oh.
you send me your Twitter handle if you have
Oh, yeah, totally. It's at and ends. But let me just go to my profile and copy
Yeah,
paste that into the
just-
private chat.
Thank you.
Here you go. Not sure if I'm.
All right, let's see.
Not sure if we're following each other yet. But I've got to take care of that.
Yeah, it's totally hilarious, Elgaro. Totally hilarious. Oh god.
Next time we got to do YMCA. There we go. Let me follow you back.
Today.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, these comics look cool.
Thanks, man. Well, you got some good stuff going on too.
Thank you.
Oh, Aqua. Isn't that Barbie girl? Aqua?
I
Pretty
think so.
sure that's
Yeah.
I think so.
that
Yeah.
did Barbie girl. Yeah, I already had to do that.
Yeah, you've already done Barbie Girl. There is
Yeah.
a recording of that, and it is hilarious because
Yeah, Fisk did a video of that. Yeah. Let's see. How's it go? It's like I come home in the morning like my mother said, when you're gonna live your life right. Oh, mother dear. Oh God, I can't do that. I can't do this. Oh God, it's killing me. I can't
Oh,
do
mother
this.
dear, I'm still not the one. Because girls, they want to have fun.
Oh,
girls just
wanna have fun.
That's all they really want. Have fun.
The phone rings in the middle of night. My mother, no, it's my father yells.
What you
"When you
gotta
gonna
do with
live
your life?
She
Oh, daddy,
dancing.
please, you know it's still not the one.
God, I never know the lyrics to these songs.
I know, right?
Like they always pick these songs I've like haven't heard in like years, and then they're like, "Yeah, sing that one." And it's like I don't remember these things.
Pale Rider, I'm singing along because it's fun.
Oh, I was gonna be launching her comic Egg
Cool.
Eater, yeah, in October. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
They have more than just that song. Then do a Toy Box song. Then I don't know what's Toy Box.
Best friend, he's my best friend. You should
I
get
don't know
your
that
best
one.
friend
What's-
to a best friend.
What's
Really?
the Weird Al version of Girls Just Want to Have Fun? Someone's asking. That's a
Girls just want to have lunch.
Have you ever seen Weird Al in concert?
No.
No, I haven't yet, but it's
Holy
still on my
shit.
bucket list.
You have to. I saw him in Red Bank, New Jersey, like 10 years ago, and it was the best show that I ever went to. The best concert, hands down. He's fucking amazing.
Nice.
Absolutely amazing. Every song, he was in costume, so he changed costumes for every song, and he had the accordion. It was fucking amazing. Really, you have to see.
Wow, dude.
Yeah,
he's on
Yeah.
my bucket list, but the problem is I'm in the Netherlands.
Right.
He doesn't come around here that often.
Yeah. You really have to. If you like Weird Al, you have to see him in concert. It's absolutely amazing. He has to be one of the best performers I've ever seen. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Alex says his concerts kick ass.
Yeah.
He says, totally earns every penny.
Yeah.
Oh, John. John from Beyond's with us. Says, "What's up, my peeps? I hopped onto the sing-along stream." Yeah, so I guess let's see.
There you go. I found the lyrics for you, Chris.
Yeah,
You
I'm
want me
looking
to
at the
share
lyrics
them?
now. I'm looking at the lyrics. She's like, I come home in the morning light. My mother says, when you're gonna live your life right. Oh, mother dear, we're not fortunate ones. And girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun. And the phone rings in the middle of the night. My father yells, what you gonna do with your life? Oh, daddy dear. Oh, God. No, he's still number one.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
Oh.
Almost.
But girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have. Why do I do this to myself? Oh.
Guys, are we gonna let him have this one? He did sing for us.
Yeah, I did it like 2.
Yeah. I think he did an admiral.
What? Start over. I don't want to do this over again. How does this? She's like, oh, girls just wanna have. That's all they really want.
That's all they want. Some fun. When they go at late at night, 'cause girls just wanna have fun.
Jesus. Yeah, I can't remember all this.
Yeah,
Like,
I gotta be
I've
honest,
heard
me
this
neither.
song so many times, but it's been so long since I heard it because it used to come in on at work. When I worked at Walmart.
Yes, Ali, I have long hair. Give me 1 second. It came out of the shower, so it's a little sticky. Hold on, let me brush it real quick.
Look at that. Mike Jimmy's all like, yeah, let me present.
I wasn't lying when I said I just had it in a hairband. I'm gonna just brush it because this is my hair. I just don't like it when it's long. Well, when it's loose.
So no, brush it.
No, I don't want to brush it forward. No, that's the worst.
And it says, okay, leave it
Things
down.
get no.
What do you mean?
Things get in
brush
my
it
eye.
forward?
I don't like when things go in my eye.
What's it? Brush it forward? Oh, just go like that. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay, let's see. No,
Yeah,
start
Ryder,
with-
I was
right.
incentivized.
Geez, now they're brushing through the Dutch weird. Boo. Oh Lord. All right, so
boy.
we got a couple backers. So that's great. Up to
Hell yeah, dude. Keep
Yeah.
it coming.
Thank you so much.
one backers.
Nice
Awesome.
squeaky.
Yeah, I'll back it after the stream.
Thank you.
I can't take it when it's long. He tried. He really tried, but it got in his eye. Well, yeah, that's why his hair's so sticky. Now we know why my Jimmy's hair is sticky.
Good one, Johnny. You know what? Fair enough.
Oh, Ali says, I'll back your book if you keep your hair down, Mike.
Fucking deal.
Mike Jimmy was like, ah.
Gloria.
Oh shit!
Kitty.
Lord. Yeah, let me
There
warm
you
up
go. There's my little baby.
here. Let me see.
The star of the show.
Yeah, real quick. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Went under settings. Didn't
Yeah, I'll
mean
keep
to.
it on the entire stream. That's fine.
Yeah, there it is.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah, so we just launched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, like I launched like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks really cool. I love the way.
It's such an awesome story. It's by the writer for Lava Core 3 and 5, and he came to me last year going, "Hey, I've been watching a lot of Korean dramas. I want to take a shot at writing one." And I was like, "Dude, do you have in mind?" It's like, "Well, a girl inheriting a magical dress that makes her irresistible, and since she's from the slums, it brings her up in life." And I'm like, "Dude, that sounds great. Let's do it."
Yeah.
And the first issue is now finished. The book is done. We're gonna get proof copies like real soon. Let me go over to the YouTubes. Ali, here you go. There is the link. And yeah, like it follows Bitna, a little girl from the slums who inherits a magical dress. And yeah, it makes her irresistible. And in that way, she gets into higher places and happens to fall in love with the corporate giant, Thomas R. Gould. And yeah, it's a very typical Cinderella romance story.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so much fun. It's one of those guilty pleasures, You watch the Disney movies, you know
Yeah.
what I'm up what this is up to, and you love it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And of course, you can get everything Fairies and Ants, which means literally everything we've published so far.
So
It's a lot of books.
Does the story take place in South Korea or like?
It takes place in a fictional city.
Oh, okay. Cool. My kids are half Korean.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Yeah, no, this is cool. Very nice. Yeah, I can't wait to get it as we check it out.
Yeah, Ali, I'm really sorry. Yes, it's on Kickstarter because we already ran on Indiegogo. But on Indiegogo, it completely flopped last year. So I was like, okay, we're going to get the comic done first. We're going to pay it out of pocket, and then we're going to move to Kickstarter. And it's already doing way better here than it did on the Indiegogo. So it was a natural thing, honestly, because Indiegogo just doesn't have the same kind of audience that Kickstarter does. And this just does a lot better on on Kickstarter than it does there. But yeah, it's still a quality book. And if you don't want to get it through Kickstarter, you can always go to my website, fairiesandants.com. At least I think it's listed there. Let me make sure. I mean, yeah, no, I agree. I'm not a fan of Kickstarter myself. I do not have it listed on my website yet. But that should be. I'll literally take care of that after the stream if you prefer getting it directly. But the shipping is going to be slightly more, I'm afraid. Or just hit me up on Twitter and PayPal me. That works too. Actually, let me. Yeah, no, exactly. Like they're the fun tropes, the bright, shiny dress and all the little things. But yeah, it's just it's so quirky and funny and yeah, I love this.
Yeah, it's beautiful looking. Like the art and coloring is awesome, and I'm looking forward to it. because I think it's great when you can get all different types of stories in comics, right? So
It's euros,
$20.
Ali. So I'm from the Netherlands. You're not gonna pay much shipping because I'm using Critical Blast to fulfill this. So, yeah, you're still gonna pay less shipping than the actual comic, and I'm really glad that I can do it that way. Because if I were to send it directly, I would have paid like $35 to ship something out to the United States. But this way, it's like 8 or 9. Not entirely sure, but it should translate to dollars for you.
commie dollars.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. That Monopoly money.
Ha. I mean, the monopoly was the euro 2 years ago, but like 20 years ago when we first came out, and we were like $3 to a euro. By now, it's literally the same.
Wow.
Yeah, it's scary how close they are. I think €1 currently is $1.05 or something at most.
Yeah. When
Well,
I was
that's good for you
Europe-
guys then, huh?
when I was in Europe right before the pandemic, it was about that. It was about even. Yeah, even exchange.
Yeah. And for most countries, because every European country has a different standard of living as well, but most of them, like, you're gonna pay about as much as you are in the United States to go out to dinner or go camping or whatever.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I hope to get back next year because the pandemic ruined all my travel, like all the plans.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know that one. I was gonna have so many conventions in 2020.
yes, oh, dude, shit! Like when our first book came out in the end of 2019, and
Mhm.
we had started doing the convention circuit in Spain because Panini publishes our first book, and in Spain, and so we did all the conventions in late 2019. We did a couple in the beginning of 2020, and right up until March when the lockdown happened, and we had
Yeah.
all these plans for the year, and it just all fell apart. And
Yeah. I had done the conventions in 2019 with the first couple of books we had. I think we had like 4 at the table, and we already had people coming back to us. When is Lava Core 2 coming out? And I was working on it, but I was going slow because 1 is a sprint, but 2 is the marathon.
yes, yeah.
And so I finished literally 2 weeks before the lockdown hits. So like I was done with issue 2 of Love on Korra. 2 weeks later, I got the books, and everything locked down 2 weeks before Dutch Comic Con. Done.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a convention until late last year. I had 2, and then this year I'm getting a couple. But yeah, it's depressing.
Yeah, we were at the Malaga FreeCon and in March. So guests started canceling their convention appearance while we were there because of COVID just started really bubbling up. And I left Spain right like a few days before they instituted the lockdown. But then we had planned all these other bookstore appearances and whatever conventions that were coming up, and we were even talking to Panini about making our book available in other languages like Italian. They're all the whole market over there, and it's everything's shut down. Panini asked us if they can make our book free as a PDF, because they did this whole like courtesy thing for people that weren't able to go to comic book stores and buy books. So they were giving a lot of their catalog away as PDFs to their customers as like a gesture of helping them out through those times. So we agreed, and our book was available for free for that entire.
Give me 1 second. I gotta close the window because the church right around the corner is loud.
Yeah.
Oh, good. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Lots of interesting campaigns today.
Yeah.
Wait, don't
There
we
we
do
go.
Finland?
But yeah, so just we once that happened, we lost momentum, and we just never really recovered.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, same. Like in the last few months, I've done like 5 cons,
oh, nice.
and like they're just picking up. Like people really want to get out. They want to get the newest things. The Netherlands is very big on comics, and yeah, like I've done about the same numbers as I started to do in 2019, but that's only because I got so many more books made in the past 2 years
Yeah.
that people are like, "Ooh, I want the series now."
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
But yeah, relatively, like they're buying all the new books, right? But most of them are new customers, so they're going for one or two. Where in 2019 they were the first customers, and some of them came back, but like they're doing about the same numbers. But we're talking 4 books versus 13 books published, right?
Yeah.
So I got a table full now, and I'm still making the same amount of numbers, just because you're no longer remembered. It's
Yeah.
really, really bad.
Yeah, my editor retired during the lockdown, and new editor in chief came in at Panini, and the whole thing just you got to start over, right? Because like with this business, you're at the mercy of the editors, right? And if the editor, you have to establish those relationships with the current editors,
Yeah.
and then when they move on, new ones come in, you got to reestablish those relationships, and it's all subjective taste. And if your book didn't tickle their fancy, you're gonna have to pitch something else or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what happened with us. And I got spoiled because it was our first book, and our editor was so wonderful, and he was so responsive, and we were working on other books, and he was requesting pitches, and and all this stuff, and then it all just stopped. But so we'll see what happens. Now things are opening up again. We have a new book. We're going to just start all over again, and hopefully get back to conventions. Because that's where all the fun is at, and that's where you make people, right? So that's what we're hoping to do. With Northern Blood.
Now, that previous book you did, Jason.
Yeah,
the Gandhi one. What?
Yeah.
What are you gonna? Are you gonna ever offer that? Like, do you still have like copies of it? Would you ever offer it, like on a you say Northern Blood 2 campaign or?
So we're thinking about that because Panini currently holds the Spanish language rights to the book because they publish it in Spain. They publish it they hold the publishing rights for all Spanish language versions of the book. I still have we never got picked up in any type of U.S. publisher or any English-speaking publisher, so I still hold those rights. We're thinking about it. There is no English version anymore, but it's a comedy adventure parody story that's kind of in the vein of like Mel Brooks, and so basically the story is, it's called Gandhi the Beast Within, and the story is we basically turned Gandhi into the Incredible Hulk, where the reason why he became a pacifist was because he was exposed to some alien crystals. They exploded, the radiation got in him, and then as he gets angry, he turns into this monster. And so the reason why he became a pacifist was because he knew that if he raged out, he got angry, he turned into this monster. So that's the reason, that's the idea we came up with. And then the U.S. blackmails him into ending World War I, and then in the current story, the Allied forces basically kidnap and blackmail him into fighting the Germans and defeating Hitler in an attempt to end World War II. So basically, Gandhi gets kidnapped. He gets dropped into the middle of Hitler's secret compound, and they go at it. for an entire book. And it's kind of, very much a parody, satire, comedy, adventure. And, because of its kind of craziness and zaniness, a very niche kind of audience. So we had much, much more success in Spain than we did anywhere else. And, it's still available through Panini. I don't I want to go back and maybe revisit the English language version, but, it all depends. We'll see.
And thank you, Ali. You rock.
Oh, there you go.
And Ali, I might actually have jobs for you in the future. Do you do prose editing as well?
She's an editor. She says her prices are excellent and she'll edit what you want. Wink, wink. You got it? Nice. Going at it is tight.
Yeah. No, I actually am looking for a prose editor. So, yeah, because I get people that want to publish normal books for me because I technically do that too, but I don't do prose editing. And yeah, I need to have someone that can take care of that for the writers that I have. And I got quite a few.
Yeah, Jason, I remember you saying in another stream that you had done that I remember watching you saying, talking about that, the Gandhi book, and you mentioned Mel Brooks, and I was like, ooh, hello.
Yeah, that does sound like way too much fun.
Sounds pretty good.
Hold on. I can show you the cover. Hold on a second. Is it okay if I share my screen? Is that possible?
Yeah, you should be able to share it.
Okay.
As long as it ain't got nothing that you don't want people to see on it.
Nope.
It should give you the option there to share, and then it'll pop up, and then I can click on it and bring it up on the screen.
So that's it.
There we go. Oh, yeah.
So that's our first book.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so you see, like, similar themes. We have, again, the Nazis are the villains. Because it's a lot of fun to make them the villains. And, so Gandhi, obviously, you can see he turns into this monster. He has some American soldiers that help him out that are based on Abbott and Costello. And there are, Nazi robots and, all that kind of thing. And there are some of Gandhi Easter eggs within Northern Blood. For people that have read this book, they'll see it, in the back. There's one page where you see, the robot in the background show up in the background of
now,
Blood.
Would the Gandhi, Beast Within and Northern Blood take place in the same universe?
They are. So they are for Antonio and I, they are in our heads when we're doing this, they're kind of happening, relatively in the same week or something like that. It's the same, but they're not in, it's not really a shared universe, but to us, we just want to have fun and put that in there. But in our minds, they're kind of in the same universe.
That'd be wild.
And they could be. It all depends on, what we want to do. But, Northern Blood is its own fully contained story. It has nothing to do with this one. So you can, obviously don't need to read Gandhi to understand what's happening. So we just have little winks to ourselves and fans of, people that bought the Gandhi book. There's a couple of winks and nods to them in there. And with background images and stuff, but nothing that takes away from the Northern Blood story.
That does sound like a fun book.
Yeah.
It's it's a blast. We did this, 10 years ago, and it took quite a long time to get a publisher for it. So this is very much the beginnings of our making comic books together.
That is awesome, though.
Yeah. yeah, so you can. It's the Spanish edition. If you read Spanish, you can get it through Panini's website. um,
Yeah, I'd like to see this on like the next campaign that you do, and then that way I can get it.
yeah, I have to like go back and because the script was translated into Spanish when this went to print, right? So the editors at Panini and Antonio translated this into Spanish. I don't read Spanish, or write Spanish very well, so I have to go back and like reconstruct the English version of this to make it printable because it's kind of, it was originally written in English, but then once we knew that it was getting translated into Spanish, we kind of just focused on that, and so I have to clean it up and fix a lot of the dialogue for the English version. So. We want to talk about that because I also need to, see how comfortable Antonio is revisiting his older artwork because I know he, every book he does, he wants it to be better than the last one. So I have to get his blessing on revisiting this period of his life.
So we got Ali saying that she'll edit anything you like, including prose. She's primarily a novel author. And she said,
I will probably have some work for you in the future. That sounds great.
Said she edited a Shadow Saint Ashcan and am working on a few others. Plus, she has a poem/song in Black Flag by Will and Fraga.
Cool.
She says she uses the tracking changes tool. The writer can see what they've done, or can see what she's done. Plus, they can decide easily what changes they might like to keep, if any.
Yeah, no. I do comic editing for my writers, so like I'm good on that. I'm actually a pretty decent editor, but yeah, when it comes to prose, like I really need someone because my ex, who I started this company with, originally did the editing on prose, but yeah, she's my ex, so you can see where that is going.
Yeah, that could probably cause some workplace issues.
Mm-hmm. House issues too.
There's some HR concerns.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, gosh dang it, Power Rider. Where's Soul when I need him? Soul puts good links. Power Rider's ever putting these fake OnlyFans links. Get out of here. Delete that. Delete that account. We had Shadowhawk Talks. Hail, hail, sir.
Hail, hail.
Oh, Michael Beaton says, I could use an editor. Well, there you go.
Well, there you go.
Ali,
networking as we speak.
Yeah, Ali says her services are available.
There you go. Go hit her up.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like the idea.
Following you.
Did
Ali?
Jason, did your artists, did they do any original art for any of your work?
I mean, original as far as like drawn on paper?
Yeah.
All of his work is done on paper, pencil.
Nice.
And then for Northern Blood, everything was drawn, and then he draws it on, ink, pencils and ink on paper, and then he scans it into Photoshop, and then cleans it up and adds the gray tones, with Photoshop. For Northern Blood, for Gandhi, he did something interesting, which I didn't realize until I met with him in Spain, and he showed me what he did. He drew pretty much every panel as one page, and then he scanned them all in and constructed them into a page.
Wow.
Way of doing it. I've never seen anything like that before, but I'm not an artist, so I don't know.
It's not often done.
Yeah, it was interesting.
But I have heard of it before, yeah.
Yeah, there are no actual pages for Gandhi other than the cover. This cover I have, the original. This one was a take on the Giant Size X-Men #1. So the version I have looks like the Giant Size X-Men #1. And in the back at the top where the page rips, instead of it being the X-Men, it was Stalin, Churchill, and Roosevelt. But Panini asked us to include this newspaper backing, so he constructed this, but the central image of Gandhi is from the original artwork that I have somewhere. But yeah, so there's no actual original pages for Gandhi, but Northern Blood is all original pages, all original artwork. In the beginning of the campaign, we actually had pages available to buy as rewards, and nobody bought them, so we still have them.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and I thought they were pretty reasonably priced, but nobody was interested, and that's cool. So he's just probably going to sell them at conventions because that's usually
that's what I was. I was wondering because I didn't see no original art there.
Yeah, no, it was up there, and we didn't get any grabs. So because Antonio's a full-time artist, so he makes a lot of his living going to conventions throughout Spain, selling his artwork. So probably, the next convention that he goes to, all those pages will be on the table available to buy, like all of his other work. And it's a real shame. I can send you like offline. I don't have them on this computer, but I can show them to you guys. Just see what they look like. I can tag you in those images.
Yeah, totally.
They look like it's fantastic. And I can only say that he's pretty good with his prices. And if you want to reach out to him directly, you can. He's all about that. So. You can get him through Instagram and Facebook. He doesn't use Twitter. I think he's sane and avoids Twitter. but his thing is, because he's an artist, so like his thing is Instagram mainly.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, but the pages they're incredible looking. And I'll later today I'll tag you on Twitter in those pictures so you can see what they look like.
Yeah. Yes, please. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Oh, later, Allie says she's going to listen to her Queen vinyl now. Oh, nice. Yeah, later, Allie. I haven't.
Later.
Queen's a good.
No, it's because when Shadowhawk Backs was meticulous and precise. She's a killer queen. Exactly. There we go. She's doing it at the same time as she's watching.
Oh,
there we go.
Okay.
So yeah, we're not second screen material yet.
But yeah, I'm really surprised that they got like that Northern Blood cover there. That's pretty cool. I like that one. How much was they when you had them up on the campaign?
They were, I think they were like $80 a page or something.
Yeah, that ain't bad at all.
No,
I mean,
that's
really
yeah, something like that. It wasn't a lot. And if you got, you bought the page, you got the book and everything. So you got the whole bundle.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal.
That's a really good deal. Yeah.
Yeah. So it just maybe they'll I'm thinking about, and I think I'm going to do this because we're going to run, once we're done with the Indiegogo campaign, we're going to run a Kickstarter campaign to catch a lot of people that don't use Indiegogo that are interested. And I don't want to set up a website or like go through PayPal. I'll just set up a Kickstarter campaign and let people grab it that way. Maybe I'll put the pages back up there.
Go for it. The worst thing that can happen is that they don't back them directly.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Can't hurt.
Yeah.
Because I found one thing was a lot of people are like, oh, it looks great, but I don't use Indiegogo, or I only use Kickstarter. I don't even know. I don't get into the reasons why. I just like, okay, so then there's a whole other audience of people there that I can grab this time. So I don't deal with whatever their personal feelings are towards whatever platform is their business. So
I'm seeing the same. Like La Foncora flopped completely on Kickstarter. And did really decent on Indiegogo. I'm like, okay, so the audience for it is there,
Yeah.
And with the Radiant side, it flopped on Indiegogo, so I'm moving over to Kickstarter. There's an audience on both.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's other crowdfunding platforms that are taking off that look interesting. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's there's some other stuff starting up, which is we'll see how that works out. But
Yeah, for the Cora volume, I want to translate it to Dutch as well.
Nice.
And then I'm actually gonna host it on a Dutch crowdfunding platform together with Indiegogo. So like you got two places at once.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking for the next couple of books, because I have another book that's outside of Northern Blood that's done. I just haven't been able to focus on it because we're doing this for the whole year. I'm probably going to launch that on both platforms, and then and then just do the same, for everything else going forward. Maybe concurrently, depending on. I don't know. It sounds crazy doing it both at the same time, managing both, but I don't know if that'll.
Some people it works for, others are not able to. I mean, crowdfunding can add a lot of stress. So personally, I'm not one to do two campaigns at the same time, but that is entirely up to you. You can try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah. So I might do that because right now, like at least with Northern Blood, because it's the book will be finished in this month. The last 5 pages will be drawn within the next week or two.
Nice.
And once the book is printed, we're going to launch the Kickstarter campaign, and so that we know it's done and we can start shipping out. And I'm thinking about, for all the people that waited, that invested in us through this Indiegogo campaign for the last 7 months, throwing in a surprise because they waited so long for the book that I'm not going to tell them about. I'll just throw it into the package. As a way, because then once the Kickstarter campaign launches, the people that will go through Kickstarter won't have to wait. So I kind of feel bad, like so this kind of
I've got the same with Radiant Sight. I mean, I ran that Indiegogo campaign like last year around this time. So yeah, they've been waiting a while, and I'm probably gonna throw some extras into, get some prints or something, just free stuff to just add in there.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking about doing.
All right, gentlemen. It's been, how long have we been doing it? It's almost 2 hours. Pretty much 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dag on. Mike, Jimmy, you've got some endurance today. I'll give you that.
I'm excited and I'm tired. How long was you
streaming before?
Sorry?
Gosh, how long was you streaming on your?
2 hours as well.
Gosh dang. Yeah, I can't.
Well, I mean, I grabbed some cookies and then I went on here. And now I need food.
Yeah, I need to hop off here. I need to work my way towards getting off here because I want to go take a nap. I'm tired. It's nice.
That's a good idea.
It's been hot, like super hot lately.
Yeah.
And I have not been able to sleep. And then I was laying down when I got off work for like an hour or two before the stream. And I was like, oh, this is so nice.
Nothing.
And I'm off today. On top of it. So I'll probably hit the gym again today, even though, because I'm not feeling so sore.
Yeah. Like yesterday, we had the temperatures going from low 80s to high hundreds. So yeah, the day before, 2 days ago, it was okay. Yesterday was extremely hot, and I am a mover as a side job. I was dying. So around 2 p.m., I texted my mom because she's on my way home, essentially, like, hey, we're going to have a barbecue tonight. And we did, and it was wonderful. And I drowned about like 2 bottles of Coke. And then I got home and I was just like flop. Didn't do anything until the morning. And then I had to help Marvi build his complete campaign from scratch. Oh boy. It was a rough day.
see. Oh yeah, I think I highlight this. Yeah,
Yeah.
John from said agree with Mike. It's about finding where your audience is. My campaign magnet and the posse isn't doing particularly well on Indiegogo, so I'll give Kickstarter a try at the campaign.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like,
Yeah.
you got like the quote unquote smaller time creators. You guys can't afford to be, picky and stuff with this stuff, but the customers can.
Yeah.
Like we're just putting it in front of an audience, and we hope it sticks. Like there is absolutely nothing keeping us from going from one platform to the other, because
Right.
Kickstarter is a bigger platform still.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't like it either. I don't like getting paid all the way at the end, and usually a lot longer to wait to get paid as well. But if there's an audience for what I'm making, then I'll go there. I'll be crazy if I don't.
No, you have to go where your audience and your customers are, right? I mean, if that's who wants to the idea of denying people the product you're making is ridiculous. So, I agree.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Kickstarter. I don't like. It feels clunky using it and weird. I like Indiegogo, just boop 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 done. The back.
No, I agree. Like I prefer Indiegogo as a customer, but as a creator, I don't care.
Yeah.
Give me money. That's what this is about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I care about paying bills.
Exactly. Now, printing is expensive. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you have to, remember that, you have to pay the artist, you have to pay the editor, you have to pay the letterer, you have to pay the colorist, you got to pay the printer. Like, it's a lot of money. Comics are a labor of love, and it's an expensive labor of love. So, we gotta find, we have to basically go wherever we can go to make that money and to make these things happen. Without that, it's just not gonna work. So, totally agree.
I really don't want to have to go to Kickstarter.
I completely get behind that. Same, but like when it comes to me finding my audience, then I gotta get it there.
Yeah.
And like I actually have my own website and everything, and I post everything I publish on Indiegogo or Kickstarter there as well. Because it's always available there, and I'm like nice big print runs, so like anything that people miss, they can get on my website anytime.
All right, so I'm gonna wrap this one up.
Good idea.
Thanks everybody in the chat for joining us. Thanks, Mr. Jason, for sticking around for so long.
No, thank you, Chris. It was worth the wait. I had a lot of fun. I'm glad we finally got to connect, because I know we've been trying for a long time. And so definitely looking forward to you allowing me to come back one day.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely find a way to get you back in wherever your schedule's open for the second one, or whenever you want to come back on, or anytime.
I mean, Chris is very easy when it comes to people hopping in. That's why I hop in like half the time as well.
We've been talking since November, and finally got it to work. So Chris has been awesome with that, and this has been a lot of fun. I haven't laughed this much in a long time, so this was great. So thank you, Chris. I appreciate it.
And of course, Mike, Jimmy, it's always good to see you.
All right, I got you, dude.
Yeah, I gotta schedule you in, and Marv.
Yeah, I mean, for me, just hit me up anytime. I might drop in late if I gotta work my side job, but like I'll let you know and ahead of time.
Okay. And, cool. Ali says, "Thank you for the hair." There you go, Mike, Jimmy.
Well, thank you for backing it and making a Kickstarter account for it. So here's an extra little thank you. There we go. Whoosh. You know what the worst part is? I'm getting blonde highlights. It's weird.
Wow.
I'm actually getting blonde highlights. I am a ginger.
Natural.
So this is my
Natural
theory, right? Because of how much I've been working outside and annoyed by the sun, the ginger is just seeping into my lobster of a skin.
You've got a fan, Mike. You've got a fan.
I look so much like a 90s rock star right now. The only thing that needs to go is my glasses. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah.
Mike Bibby's just gonna. The groupies are gonna start swarming you, Mike. Gargoyles tell me to practice my singing. Of course. All right. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Stay awesome,
I'll
lovelies.
see y'all again on Monday and later, everybody.